Hey there, guys. Chet here. If you're a business that runs entirely on Google Workspace, you've probably looked at Copper. It markets itself as the only CRM built specifically for Google. Now, they'll tell you that it lives inside of your inbox. They tell you it scrapes your data automatically, so you never have to enter anything manually. For many people, this sounds like the perfect solution because everyone hates data entry. It promises to be the CRM that you never actually have to log into. But I want to challenge this idea of invisible software. While Copper is excellent at organizing contacts, it's fundamentally passive. It waits for you to do something, it hides in the background. But sales is not a passive activity. Sales is aggressive. You need a tool that pushes you. You need a tool that demands attention. If your CRM is invisible, your sales targets will become invisible too. Pipedrive provides the structure and the visual pressure that sales teams actually need to perform at their best. This is a comparison between a relationship management tool and a sales management tool. Those sound similar, but trust me, they're very different. Copper is great for maintaining long term relationships. Pipedrive is built for closing deals. I'm going to explain why relying on a tool that hides inside of Gmail might be costing you revenue. By the end of this video, you'll understand the difference between tracking emails and driving revenue. We're going to look at the Google integration and the pricing capability and the visual workflow. I'll show you which platform actually helps you hit your quota instead of just organizing your address book. If you want to see what a proactive sales tool looks like, I've got a great offer for you. If you use the link we put down below in the description, you'll get a full 30-day free trial of Pipedrive, every feature unlocked rather than the usual 14 days. If you decide to keep using it after the trial, that discount will be applied automatically when you sign up through my link. That means that you'll be using the same powerful Pipedrive that everyone else uses for less than what they're paying. And by the way, if you want to go deeper, we've also put together a complete Pipedrive course that goes from A to Z and walks you through everything step by step. It's totally free, and it's there if you need it. Now let's get into the comparison. We're going to start with Pipedrive. The core philosophy of Pipedrive is intentionality. It doesn't want to hide in your inbox. It wants to be your command center. When you open Pipedrive, you're presented with a visual board of your entire business. You can see your deals arranged by stage. You can see the dollar value of your pipeline. You see the activities that you need to complete every single day and today, for as a matter of fact. This visual nature is critical for sales performance. It gamifies the process. Moving a deal from one column to the next triggers a dopamine hit. It's like playing a game, right? It feels like progress. Pipedrive turns sales into a sport where you can see that score. This keeps the energy high and keeps the team focused on the goal, which is moving deals forward, generating that revenue. Pipedrive operates on activity based selling. This means the software is constantly nudging you to take action. If a deal has been sitting in the negotiation stage for 2 weeks without an email, Pipedrive will alert you. It puts a rotting icon on the deal. It makes you look at it. It forces you into a decision. You either follow up or you mark it as lost. You can't ignore it. This active pressure is what prevents leads from slipping through the cracks. While Pipedrive integrates perfectly with Google, it maintains its own identity. It pulls your emails and calendar events into a dedicated space designed for selling. It doesn't try to cram your entire sales process into a smart sidebar inside of Gmail. It gives you the room that you need to think strategically about your accounts. Now, let's look at Copper. This is undoubtedly the best looking CRM if you love Google material design. It looks exactly like a Google product. It installs a sidebar into your Gmail, and that is where most users spend their time. The main selling point of Copper is what they call zero input. It scrapes your email signature to find phone numbers and job titles and adds them to the CRM automatically. It logs every email interaction without you touching a button. This is fantastic for lazy teams who hate admin work. It ensures that you have a database full of contacts without doing any typing. However, this strength is also its weakness. Because Copper adds everything automatically, your database can quickly become cluttered with low value contacts. It treats every person that you email as a potential record. It lacks discrimination. You end up with a massive list of people, but no clear strategy on who to sell to. Copper is also very passive because it lives in the sidebar. It's easy to ignore. You can spend your whole day answering emails in Gmail without ever looking at your sales pipeline. You can get lost in the reactive work of replying to messages instead of doing the proactive work of hunting for new business. Copper organizes your chaos, but it doesn't necessarily help you eliminate it. It's a tool for relationship management, not necessarily for sales acceleration. Many people choose Copper because they think it is the only one that works well with Google. That's simply not true anymore. Pipedrive has closed that gap significantly. Pipedrive also has a sidebar extension for Gmail. You can see your deal status and add notes and schedule activities right from your inbox, just like Copper. Pipedrive also has two-way sync for emails and calendars. If you update a meeting in Google Calendar, it updates in Pipedrive instantly. The difference is in how the data is presented. Copper tries to make the CRM look like Gmail. Pipedrive tries to bring the data into a better environment. When you're managing a complex deal with multiple stakeholders and contracts, trying to view all of that information in a tiny sidebar in Gmail is frustrating. You need screen real estate. Pipedrive gives you a full view of the deal history and the files and the notes all in a clean interface. Copper leans heavily on the Google ecosystem for everything. It does not have its own file storage system. It just uses Google Drive. It does not have its own reports. It often pushes you to Google Data Studio. If you ever decide to leave Google Workspace and move to Microsoft Outlook, Copper becomes useless. You're locked in. Pipedrive works with everything, so you have the freedom to change your tech stack later. Now, we need to talk about the price because this is a major differentiator. Copper positioned itself as a premium tool. It's not cheap. Their basic plans are often more expensive than Pipedrive, and they gate essential features behind higher tiers. Copper recently increased their pricing and removed some flexibility. They often require annual contracts or minimum seat counts. For a small business, this can be a heavy investment. You're paying a premium price essentially for a Gmail plugin. Pipedrive offers much more value for the money. Their pricing is lower per user, and they include robust features like a built-in dialer and workflow automation and smart documents on lower tiers. You get a fully featured sales platform for less than the cost of Copper's contact manager. Furthermore, Pipedrive includes features that Copper simply does not have natively. Pipedrive has a built-in scheduler tool similar to Calendly. You can send a link to a client and they can book a time with you. In Copper, you usually have to pay for a separate scheduling tool. Pipedrive has a built-in project management tool on higher tiers and has lead booster chatbots. When you add up the cost of all the extra tools you need to buy to make Copper work, the price difference becomes massive. This comparison often comes down to how you view your business. Are you managing projects or are you managing a pipeline? Copper feels very much like a project management tool. It's great for agencies or consultants who have long ongoing relationships with a few key clients. If your business is 90% referral based and you just need to keep track of your conversations, Copper is a nice choice. It keeps your address book tidy. But if you're running a sales team that needs to hit a quota, then Copper's dangerous. It does not create urgency. It does not have the forecasting power that a sales manager needs. You cannot easily see the velocity of your deals. Pipedrive is a pipeline tool. It's built for volume and speed. It's built for teams that are doing outbound prospecting. It's built for businesses that need to grow revenue aggressively. It separates the relationship from the deal. You might have a great relationship with a contact, but if there's no deal on the table, Pipedrive makes that clear. It forces you to ask the hard question of whether this person is actually going to buy. So, which platform do you choose? If you're a solo consultant or a real estate agent who lives and breathes in Gmail and you hate the idea of a CRM, then Copper might work for you. It's the path of least resistance. It'll keep you organized without asking much from you. But if you're building a business that relies on sales performance, talking to people, negotiating the deal, Pipedrive is the superior choice. You need a tool that stands on its own. You need a tool that motivates your team. Pipedrive gives you the Google integration you want, but it also gives you the sales structure that you need. It creates a discipline that Copper simply can't provide. The goal of a CRM is not just to store data, it is to change behavior. Pipedrive changes behavior by keeping your team focused on the activities that generate cash. Do not choose a CRM just because it looks like your email. Choose a CRM that helps you close more business. Pipedrive is the tool that turns activity into revenue. It is the engine that drives your growth. I want you to test the sidebar and the pipeline yourself. Use the link in the description, get that extended 30-day free trial. Connect your Gmail account and see how powerful it is to have a dedicated sales workspace. And remember, if you need help setting it up, our free A to Z course is linked below to guide you through it. Go get the trial and take control of your sales process. I will see you in the next video.